Good evening and welcome to another De La Salle TV presentation. Tonight is the East Bay Athletic League playoffs as the Spartans go up against the Dublin Gales in the quarterfinals. Hello everyone, along with Stephen Shea, I am Pat O'Rourke as we look forward to this matchup. These teams meeting in the EBAL playoffs once again. It is the second straight year they've met in the playoffs. The Spartans won a semifinal last year over Dublin 63-59. The Spartans have won 5 straight meetings overall with the Gales. That includes a 53-49 win on January 21st when they played without Alec Blair. They go up against a game Dublin team. Dublin, like the Spartans, I mean, they're used to being in the semifinals this league tournament. Both programs have been in the semis 6 times in the 7 years of the league playoffs. And only one team after tonight is advancing to the semifinals, and we'll see who that is. Spartans, though, Steve, is that they're coming off a loss at Cal on Friday night, 67-48, a game they would like to erase from their system because it was the largest defeat for the Spartans in the last couple of years. The Cal team is good. We know they've got some really good team. They hit 9 3-pointers in that contest. But the Spartans, I'm sure, hungry to get back out in the court as early as they can after that loss, the taste they left in their mouths.
Yeah, we know that Cal is tough. Their home court is really, it's exciting. It's loud. Their student section's great, and they've got some really good young guards. Their 2 young guards, the 2 juniors, are probably the two best junior tandem for guards in the EBAL. So Cal's going to be great next year too. And I agree with you. I was a little shocked by the outcome of the game, and it turns out that the Spartans did not make 1 3-point shot from the game, and that's a glaring stat for me. I mean, tonight and going through the rest of this weekend, Spartans have to shoot the ball well. If they get an open look, they got to get the ball to go down from deep. And tonight they got to watch Pollard, the playmaker. He is really, really tough for Dublin. He can get out in the open floor and cause some problems. So this is going to be a real battle. I don't know if Anderson's going to play tonight. We heard maybe he could be sick. We're not sure. But if he does play, he's also a handful at maybe the best big man as a junior in the EBAL. But we don't know, I guess, if he's going yet.
Did not play last night against Foothill as the Gales won that contest to get to this point. We had a chance to visit with Spartans head coach Marcus Schroeder. We'll play that interview in a moment. But first, we'll take a commercial break. You're watching the East Bay Athletic League playoffs. This is De La Salle TV.
My name is Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season, and we came back after a big deficit in the first half and won the game. It doesn't get much better than that feeling to come from behind and end up taking over and winning the game. It's pretty good. It's definitely helped me to get where I wanted to be going to Cal, and definitely helped me with my career and just knowing what you're passionate about, and whatever you're passionate about you can succeed in.
My name's Darren Anderson, and I'm one of the owners of Lemurs GMC. We have been in the community for going on 95 years now. We're one of the oldest businesses in Concord as well as the Bay Area. I am a De La Salle graduate from 1989, and I have 2 sons that are there today. We're very proud to be involved in the De La Salle community, and we want to extend an offer to all De La Salle community members to consider Lemurs when they're either buying a new or used car or having service on their GM vehicle. I see you till I see in the dust.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
The business world moves fast. Armanino equips you to embrace change with confidence and agility, propelling you forward with 360-degree business insights and technology to crush the status quo. Armanino, possible redefined.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Welcome back here on De La Salle TV. Pat O'Rourke with you. We're joined by Spartans head coach Marcus Schroeder as the Spartans go up against Dublin tonight. Huge EBAL playoff game and a real tough opponent as Dublin comes in as the 5th seed, not your regular 5th seed. Coach, we'll talk more about them in a moment. Of course, coming off that loss to Cal, 67-48. It's easy for those of us to look at stats, to look at the three-pointers. Cal made 9 of them. You guys didn't make any. At the same time, you guys also didn't make any in a win against San Ramon Valley this year, which was a big win for you. So I'm sure it wasn't all just the three-pointers. What can you tell us about that game? You guys need to do better tonight.
Yeah, I think our just attention to detail, our sense of urgency on the defensive end. I mean, we pride ourselves on defense, and to give up 67 points, I mean that's not like us. I mean we hold teams a lot of times in the 40s and sometimes the 30s. So credit Cal High, they played great, but we got to be better there. I think if we do that, that's a ball game. Even though we didn't shoot it well, and we missed some free throws and all that, we just got to be better on the defensive end of the court. You can't give up 9 threes. So, I think we've had a couple of good days of practice, and I'm excited to see what we look like tonight on the defensive end for sure.
You guys go up against a really good Dublin team. I mean, this conference is loaded. I mean, you could have like 5 of the top 6 teams in the entire section are from your league. Yeah. Dublin, obviously, they're another team that's top 25 in the state. You guys played them earlier this year. They've got some good players, Cameron Anderson, Miles Pollard. I mean, what can you tell us as far as what you guys need to do specifically defensively against them?
Yeah, contain penetration. They have multiple weapons. Like you mentioned Pollard, and he's been playing really well, and he played great versus Doherty Valley in their big win last Friday versus them. Obviously the big fella inside Anderson. So, they got good players, as they always do. They have shooting, so it's not like you can just pack it in, right? You gotta be able to guard the 3-point line. And they run good stuff. Coach Costello does a great job. So, they got the inside out attack. I mean, they got a 6'7", 6'8" dude who's a college basketball player, and so you got him, and you got shooting, and you got some penetration and some good guards. I mean, it's a pretty good recipe for having a good offense, and then they can get the offensive board too. So that makes you feel a little better when you shoot the ball from 3, and knowing that the big fella might get the offensive rebound. So they're good on offense, and they're good in transition, and we have our hands full for sure. But we did a good job on them last time. We got to do it again.
All right, looking forward to it. Spartans and Dublin Gales coming up. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
Rubino Counseling Services is proud to be celebrating 25 years of treating the mental health needs of teenagers, families, and trauma victims, including first responders in our community. Rubino Counseling Services is owned and operated by De La Salle alumnus Dr. Michael Rubino and Carondelet alumni Erica and Jessica Valley. We want to thank De La Salle for their continued support, and we look forward to working with you for years to come. Remember, call Rubino Counseling Services for any mental health needs at 925-827-9876. Special rates are available for De La Salle and Carondelet families. Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School.
Welcome back to De La Salle as we get ready for the East Bay Athletic League quarterfinals. The Spartans and Dublin Gales tonight. This one of two games going on in the league this evening. The other game is the 6th seed Monte Vista playing in San Ramon against 3rd-seeded Cal High. The winner of that one will get Doherty Valley in the semifinal tomorrow night. The winner of this one will play San Ramon Valley in the semifinal tomorrow night. Dublin hoping to play 3 straight nights after they beat Foothill last night. They're playing at De La Salle tonight. And right now, Spartans leading scorer, Alec Blair, the Oklahoma commit. He's being recognized before the game. You see Joe C. down there giving him the plaque, recognizing him as the all-time leading scorer. It was Blair breaking C's mark as the all-time leading scorer for this program. Joe C., terrific player. Class of 2001, led the team in 2000 to a state championship, hit a couple key free throws in that contest. And Joe C., good to see him get some acknowledgement as well for his great contributions to Spartan basketball in his career. Blair passed him last week as the all-time leading scorer in the game at Granada. So we'll take a timeout. We'll bring it back for the start after this here on De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Navigating the business world is fraught with dangers. As your guide, Armanino provides the insights, clarity, and strategy you need to succeed. You won't just win today, you'll redefine the game. Armanino. Possible. Redefined.
Welcome back to De La Salle High School, along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you as we get ready for the starting lineups for this one. First for the visiting Gales, who are coached by Tom Costello in his 18th season in charge. The Gales going with the following lineup. Unfortunately, Cameron Anderson, their outstanding 6'7" junior, is not available tonight. He's sick, and he's not the only one sick, according to Coach Costello. So no Cameron Anderson for the Gales tonight, and that is a big, big loss for them. They played without him last night against Foothill as well. Miles Pollard, Jaden Jones, AJ Knight, Jordan Morgenstein, Dylan Youngquist. Youngquist, the one who starts in Anderson's place. As for the Spartans, of course, you've got Patton and Bryce Patton and Ibrahim Monowar, along with Alec Blair, the program's all-time leading scorer. You got David Balgan and Braddock Chelsvig in that Spartan starting lineup. Blair, 6'7" senior, Chelsvig, 6'6" senior, Balgan, 6'6" senior, Monowar, 6'3" junior, and Patton, a 6-foot senior for Dublin. We've got Jones, a 6'2" junior, AJ Knight, a 6'3" senior, Pollard, a 6-foot senior, Youngquist, a 6'5" senior, and Morgenstein, a 5'11" senior for the Gales. But again, they are without Cameron Anderson tonight.
Yeah, early last week, I went over and watched San Ramon. Dublin came into San Ramon, and they actually played San Ramon pretty tough. At the first half, they were down, battled all the way back to within 4 points in the first half. The young playmaker, you'll see number 10, Pollard, really brought them back and was the star of that first half for them. Kind of spearled them in this early going in the second half as well. But then San Ramon just was too much from outside, hitting threes, had a 26-13 third quarter and kind of put things away. But these guys can play. Dublin has some really good athletes. Number 4 is a really good athlete. And so, Spartans got to be on their A game here, even though Anderson's not playing tonight.
These teams have had some good battles. They've had 14 meetings since the Spartans moved into the EBAL, and 13 of the 14 games have been decided by single figures. The only game that wasn't decided by single figures happened to be an overtime game that was here in front of a gym that had no fans in the 2021 spring campaign. And so that's how close all these games are. Spartans have won 5 straight meetings, but the last 4 have been by 4 points or less. That includes a win the Spartans had on January 21st without Alec Blair. They get their leading scorer in the lineup tonight. The tip is sent out of bounds by the Gales, and it'll be Spartan basketball to start. Patton, Monowar, Blair, Chelsvig, and Balgan for the Spartans. This is Monowar. Looking on the left side against Patton. The Spartans, again, looking at a zone here, so that they have been very familiar with the zone here in this East Bay Athletic League contest as they swing it around to Blair on the wing in front of the Dublin bench, runs into traffic on the baseline, gets rid of it in the paint to Monowar, who catches, misses it off the board and rim. The rebound grabbed by the Gales and AJ Knight. Knight, a talented player that I know you like, Shay, as the Gales work the ball around.
Yeah, Knight's a slasher. You got to watch him. He'll attack this left side and try to get to the rim.
For the Gales up top, this is Miles Pollard, 6-foot senior. He's in good form, as you heard from Coach Schroeder in the pregame show. Pollard working against Chelsvig, kicks it over to Youngquist. Youngquist starting for Anderson with 7 on the shot clock. They get a 3 up top. That is good for Morgenstein.
Yeah, and Morgenstein has a green light, a neon green light to pull anytime he wants.
He scored 8 points in the first meeting, hit a couple threes in that game for the Gales. Blair and the Spartans on their second possession. It goes to Monowar left side. Back up to Blair. 15 to shoot. Blair looking for Chelsvig. Instead finds Monowar. Monowar misses inside again. Does a good job tipping the rebound to himself. Out to Patton for a 3, and that's off the mark. And the rebound to the Gales, knocked away by Blair, but Jones gets it back for Dublin.
Spartans in a man-to-man.
Left side, this is AJ Knight swinging up top. There is Morgenstein. Goes around. Jones can shoot as well. He passes off.
Yeah, Jones is lightning quick, likes to get to the rim. He's got good handles, and he will dunk on you too.
He's the lone non-senior out there for Dublin as Pollard finds Morgenstein. Morgenstein, a long 2-point jumper, fading away, and he goes off the window.
Yeah, a little luck of the Irish there. You got to call that, and if you're playing men's league.
5-0 Gales to start. We've played over 2 minutes. While Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you, our director and cameraman is Tim Banks. Spartan basketball. Spartans coming off that 19-point loss at Cal on Friday trying to get that out of their system here as Blair steps into the paint. Left-hander, too strong, grabs his own rebound, goes up again with the foul, and he's getting free throws.
I mean, I have to say, when I'm looking at this zone, the Spartans can run that high post action and get whatever they want. If Chelsvik or David Bolligan wants to flash there, it was very easy for Alec Blair to kind of get what he wanted to and get to his bag mid-range right there. I mean, that should be there all night. They just got to calm down and hit these shots. They're getting open looks.
Blair, the all-time leading scorer for Spartan basketball, misses the first free throw. That's an area where he'd like to improve as he comes into the contest at 55%, averaging 18.2 points per game, 1,684 career points coming into tonight. He misses both free throws. Bolligan grabs the rebound in the paint. The possession arrow keeps with the Spartans as he got tied up.
Is it Spartans or Dublin?
Oh, that gives my part. My mistake. Looked like they first signaled
They
Spartans, but it is Dublin basketball. Gales already up 5-0. Up top, it's Jaden Jones. Now Pollard. Pollard hit a three-quarter court shot when Dublin was here in January. That was at the end of the first quarter buzzer. Jones trying to make something happen. His pass deflected out by Chelsvig. It will stay.
And because of our eye on the sky, Tim Banks, they actually had to make sure that it counted.
Yeah, we were able to get the good replay on that one to see that it clearly was released before the buzzer sound. It was a little confusing because the shot clock buzzer went off about a second before the game buzzer.
Watch out for Pollard. This kid's a real good player right
Working
here.
against Monowar here. Now Jones tries a three with Blair in his face, and he knocks it down. What a start for the Gales. Without Cameron Anderson, they're up 8-0.
And they like to go to this half-court press, kind of a 1-2-2, trying to trap you in the corners if they can. They'll fall back into their zone usually.
Spartans trying to get going offensively here. This is Blair. Blair off the dribble, goes right side of the lane, puts it up with the left hand and scores off the window, and that's how the Spartans get their first points of the night.
And that was easy. You got to keep doing that.
Blair wasn't the problem offensively for the Spartans on Friday. He scored 32 in that loss to Cal. The problem was the rest of his teammates scored 16 as Chelsvig does a great job defensively and getting the ball away as Monowar brings it up court, spins around, and gets called for using his arm. And the offensive foul gives it to Dublin.
Yeah, that was an easy call for the ref. You can't push your arm. Once it extends away from your body, you're going to get called for that almost every time.
So the Spartans down 6. And Dublin has the possession here. Morgenstein leading the way with 5 for them. Jones has the other 3. Again, they're without Cameron Anderson, out sick tonight. He's not the only player sick on the Dublin side. Here's a drive by Pollard on the back door, and he got fouled as he was looking for the dunk.
Yeah, Chelsvik's got to be aware that that's going to happen. Chelsvik's trying to guard a really fast slasher over there, and they're going to try to look for that. Anytime they drive, the kids like to crash to the low block and see if they can. If you're the guard, you're looking for that low block pass if you can get it.
I said Pollard. That was actually A.J. Knight, the 6'3 senior, going up for the jam there. He gets 2 free throws and makes the first.
Yeah, A.J. is not bashful. He's an aggressive player with the ball. Likes to work the baseline.
He makes both free throws here. And the Gales are up 8 again. They're going to bring in Ramir Raymore, 6'3 senior, checks in for Knight.
And he plays a lot like Knight. He's also very aggressive on that left side. Likes to drive the lane and get to the rim.
Blair looking at the Dublin zone, passes over to Monowar. Monowar lobbed a ball again, who catches and scores.
He was wide open for 10 minutes there.
And the Spartans have their second bucket on the ball again, easy. Deuce inside. This is Youngquist working against ball again. Feeds it up top to Pollard, inside 20 on the shot clock for the Gales. Here is Jones. Youngquist again. Raymore. Dublin struggling offensively here. 6 to shoot. Inside the three-point line. Jones jumpers and air ball caught by Bolligan.
I think Blair might have got a piece of that. The middle of the key is wide open for the Spartans.
Ball again from straight away, misses the three. Rebound grabbed by Pollard. Gales jumped out to the 8-0 lead, up 6 right now. Here's Ray Moore on the left side working against Balligan. He takes it into the paint and then throws it away.
Great defense, by Balligan. Balligan had to move his feet against a quick guard, and he did a great job taking that middle of the lane away.
Spartans need to get it done on that end of the floor. Yes, the three-pointers were an issue against Cal. Cal made 9, the Spartans made none, but the Spartans need to do better defensively. They gave up 67 points to the Grizzlies on Friday.
And Pat, watch the middle of the floor here as we run our offense.
Blair takes it to the baseline. Tough jumper from there. In and out. The tip rebound finds Balligan. Now Monowar into the paint. Outside Blair. He'll try a three and connect. And Alec Blair from way downtown scores his 7th three-pointer of the season.
Nice job moving the ball around. Good rebound by Balligan.
Spartans within 3. High right side. It's Pollard. Swinging around Morgenstein. Now it's Raymore. And Dublin again taking the shot clock down as it's at 10 right now. This is Pollard in front of the Spartan students. Takes into the paint. Tough right-handers off the mark. Chelsvig's got the rebound.
Good defense on Pollard so far for the Spartans.
Here's Monowar on the baseline. Looked like he got fouled. He did as he hits the deck, and he's going to get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, and I like when Monowar stays aggressive like that and pushes pace. Here's a replay coming up the left side. He's going to right away decides I'm going to take this to the rim, goes to the other side, and you can clearly see the hack there.
Yeah, Raymore, his first. And good to see Monowar with his aggressiveness as he goes to the free throw line. Averaging 7.5 points and 82% from the line on the season. He misses a first. Spartans now 0 for 3 from the free throw line as Dublin brings in DeMoss Coley for Morgenstein. Monowar, he was real sick. I mean, he missed the Miracosta game, and then since he came back, he's played 4 games, but it doesn't seem like he's been as sharp as he normally is. He's averaging just under 3 points a game in the last 4 games since he had that illness. He makes 1 of 2 free throws, and the Spartans down 2.
I think he's our best free throw shooter, too, so we need him late in games to hit that from the line.
His last game in double figures was against this Dublin team. He scored 14 in that January 21st game when the Spartans played without Blair. Dublin playing without Cameron Anderson tonight. Spartans are down 2. Up top, it's Miles Pollard.
Tough to miss the franchise.
Pollard steps inside the foul line. Short jumper connects, and well done by Pollard as he scores his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, and watch, that's Pollard's game. He's got mid-range. He can get to the rim. He's a really nice guard, one of the top 20 bucket getters in the EBAL.
Ball again and catches in the corner, gives it back to Blair. Spartans still working against this Dublin zone. Ball again in the corner for a 3. Off the back iron, rebound goes to Youngquist. Dublin off to the early start here. Drive and a foul on the Spartans on Balligan. Balligan's first, and Jaden Jones goes to the free throw line.
I mean, you see how fast Jaden Jones, when he gets the ball, that's his move. He gets it on the wing. He's headed to the middle of the key at Mach 1. He got in there, and he got in front of Balligan. Nice play.
He makes the first free throw, 6'2" junior Jones. Spartans going to bring in Zach Arnold and Brady Orr for the first time as Balligan and Monowar take a seat.
Yeah, any of our Spartans that come in off the bench got to be ready to step up their game and be ready to ball out here because it's playoff time.
Chelsvig grabs his 3rd rebound, and the Spartans are down 5. Final minute of the opening period. It's a different first period than when these teams met here last month. Spartans outscored Dublin 20-12 in that first period last month. As Orr has trouble handling the ball up top, he gets it swiped away by Raymore. It leads to an alternating tie-up that will keep the possession with the Spartans.
Yeah, and the difference there is when you're a guard, if you're going to make a decision to either go to that space, go to the rim, or don't go to the rim, get out of there. That's kind of no man's land right there when you're dribbling a basketball.
The inbound's coming from Blair. Chelsvig open, goes up. Looked like he got fouled on the way up. No call. Grabs his own loose ball. Kicks it out to Patton. 8 to shoot for the Spartans. Try to go down to Chelsvig again, and it's knocked away again and taken by the Gales. Shot clock off in the final seconds of the opening quarter.
They're going to be patient, too. They're going to get this last shot off.
They jumped out 8-0, now up 5. Dangerous pass. Now it goes back to Jones from Coley. Jones in the paint, right-hander, too strong. The rebound to the Spartans with 1 second. Blair will not get a chance to get a shot off before the end of the period. And at the end of 1, it's the Gales leading by 5. You're watching the East Bay Athletic League quarterfinals. This is De La Salle TV.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
You don't see him in there, but that's Marcus Schroeder is diagramming in the Spartan huddle before the start of this second quarter. Spartans down by 5 after the opening quarter, and Spartans hoping maybe for a reversal of what we saw in the first meeting between these two teams. Spartans scored 20 of their 53 points in the opening quarter in the first meeting as they won that game 53-49. They led Dublin 20-12 after 1. The second quarter, though, the Spartans scored just 1 field goal. They had just 3 points in that second quarter. That's not going to get it done tonight, so they got to get going here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I think you got to look at that high post action. They're leaving the middle open. If not, go down low.
For Dublin, they've got Raymore, Pollard, Jones, Coley, and Youngquist on the floor. This is Youngquist working against Chelsvig. Pollard killed the dribble. He finds Coley for a 3. Too strong. Blair's got his second rebound. Outlet to Orr. Orr, Arnold, Chelsvig, Patton, and Blair. This is Blair in the paint, running left-hander. Too strong. The deflected rebound goes to Blair. Thought about the jumper. Steps in a few feet, takes a short jumper, left it short. Youngquist saves the rebound for Dublin.
I thought he got fouled, but no call.
5-point lead still for the Gales. Nobody has scored here in the second. This is Pollard up top. Here's Jones. Damas Coley is a 6'1 senior. Pollard swings at Jones. Dublin again, winding down that shot clock. 10 to shoot for the Gales. Raymore off the dribble against Chelsvig. Goes to the rim. Good defense by Chelsvig. Might have got a piece of it. Blair, the loose rebound. Blair drives and scores the other way. Might have got fouled again.
Yeah, great finish. My gosh.
He's got 7 for the Spartans. They're down 3.
Spartans playing good D here, making Dublin use all of the clock to try to see if they can get something they like to look at here.
Youngquist hands it off. Jones off the drive against Blair. Too strong off the glass. Blair's got the rebound, had it knocked out of his hands. He thought he got fouled. Raymore has it and goes to the rim and scores. Spartans feed it ahead the other end, and there's Zach Arnold on the finish.
Yeah, I guess we should mention that Blair also plays center field. That was a dime from deep.
Yes, terrific pass by Blair. Gets the Spartans going in transition. The other end, a missed three-pointer by Raymore. Orr goes in to grab the board.
Yeah, take it, Brady, by yourself.
Orr, a reliable Spartan player who started when they were missing guys early, when they missed Blair for a couple games, then missed Monowar for a few games.
That middle's open.
Still working against that zone. Chelsvig trying to make himself available. He catches the foul line, goes right to the dribble, takes it to the block, swings it back out to Blair for another three-point try, and the rebound deflected for the Gales to Pollard. Driving the other way, drawing into contact as Pollard missed it on the tip as well, out of bounds to the Spartans.
Yeah, the refs are letting them play tonight. There's a decent amount of contact on both ends. I still think when Chelsvik flashes or Bolligan flashes middle, you got to flash with some energy. You can't be real lazy and nonchalant. You got to flash, give the guard a target. You can't just walk in there and be lazy. You got to give somebody a target.
Spartans down 3. Good pass, Chelsvik down to Arnold. Arnold trying to draw a foul inside. Got a piece of it, Jones, and he grabs the rebound as Jones defending there. The Gales have taken the shot clock down in previous possessions, but here's Jones going right to the rim, having that one just rim out. Blair already 6 rebounds. Blair the other direction, Haynes in the air, too strong off the glass. Chelsvik grabs the rebound and puts it in.
Way to go, Braddock. That's how you have to hustle. You got to fight for these rebounds in here.
Up top, Jones. Jones, a long 2-point jumper is good.
He's nice.
Puts the Gales in front by 3 again. Blair to Arnold. Arnold catches, thought about passing to Chelsvik and gets called for the travel.
And I think Bolligan's coming in now.
Bolligan's going to check in for Chelsvik. For Dublin, Jess Viskovich, 6-foot junior, is in for the first time. He joins Pollard, Jones, Morgenstein, and Knight. This is Knight up top. Past the midway point of the second quarter. Gales have not trailed. Here's Morgenstein from the baseline. Bolligan the rebound.
You can push it.
Monowar on the transition. Nice feed underneath. Arnold goes up and scores off the window.
Nice dime by Monowar, getting to the rim, dropping a dime right there to Arnold.
Arnold's got 4. He is averaging 6 points in the last 3 games for the Spartans. They're within 1. Left side catching is Pollard.
Spartans have turned up the D here in the second quarter.
Swinging around. Jones, Morgenstein. Up top, Jones, right of the circle. Left side, Viskovich along the baseline. And he traveled.
Yeah. It's good to hear we got some Spartans over there giving Dublin a bad time. It's nice to have some football players or whoever we got over there, getting in the ear of the Dublin players. Finally, they showed up for a game.
We've got a timeout on the floor. The Spartans are down 1, 3:08 to go in the first half. We will keep it right here. This game brought to you in part by Lemur's Buick GMC.
Well, what do you think, Pat? I mean, the Spartans, you were at the Cal game and you saw how Cal really did a box and one on Blair and kind of socked it back in the zone. Same thing we're seeing here tonight, right? Ever since we saw Doherty Valley go zone against the Spartans, the word's out, right? Like, make the Spartans, try to beat us from outside, because we know that the big guys and Blair are able to do some damage inside, so they're packing it in. So what do you think?
Well, and I think one of the things that stood out in the Cal game is they were playing some zone as well, or box and one, and when teams do play zone, you got to kill them on the glass. The Spartans are already a good rebounding team, but the Spartans were not a good rebounding team against Cal the other night. They were out-rebounded 30-27, and that can't happen. This team on the season, on average, is out-rebounding their opponents 33-20 this year. So that's and we've got a good start in the rebounding department thus far tonight. It's 16 for the Spartans and 9 for the Gales to this point.
Yeah, we got to get Mr. Bolligan loose here.
Spartans looking for their first lead of the night. East Bay Athletic League quarterfinal. Nice pass down low. Arnold can't convert, and the good feed by Blair, and the loose ball rebound grabbed by Jones.
Yeah, and Arnold's got to make that.
So the Spartans still down by 1. Up top, it's Jaden Jones. Jones, left side of the lane. Swatted out of there by Bolligan. He grabbed the loose ball as well. Ahead to Monowar. Monowar all the way to the other end, and the Spartans have their first lead of the night.
Let's go, guys.
Set up by their defense.
Bolligan came off of his man and defended the baseline. Said, you're not going to bring that in here.
Jaden Jones working against Balligan. Here's Morgenstein. He got hot a little early. Then he gets a shot swatted by Orr. Here's Monowar spinning around, going to the rim, and finishing.
Let's go. Monowar's smiling. He's balling right now.
Spartans turning it on defensively. That's what they wanted to see after the game against Cal. And it's led to offense at the other end. Up by 3. After trailing by 8 early. Morgenstein with Orr all over him. Far right side, A.J. Knight, 10 to shoot for the Gales. Youngquist for Jones, a long 3. There's Balligan, the one-armed rebound. Balligan, Blair, and Chelsvig all have at least 5 boards each.
Let's go. Go to work. I think Balligan could get a seal on his man easily right now.
Blair catches up top, over to Arnold, a left corner 3. That's good! The first or second 3 of the night for the Spartans, and they have opened up their biggest lead. It's a 6-point advantage with over a minute to go in the half. A timeout called by the Gales bench. You're watching Spartan basketball. This is De La Salle TV. When it comes to protecting your home or business, Bay Alarm has been bringing the best for more than 75 years. They offer professionally monitored security and fire systems designed to fit your specific needs. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today. That's bayalarm.com. Tom Costello giving instructions to his bench right now. The Spartans have been the better side in this second quarter. They've outscored Dublin 15-4 in the period, and they've opened up a 6-point advantage after trailing by 8 in the first half.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden we took the kids to Pete's Coffee and they woke up. I mean, my God, they were a little sleepy in that first quarter. It's good to see the Spartans back and playing Spartan basketball. We've been treated to an absolutely spectacular defensive show this year by the Spartans. When they're on their A game, they D you up, and it's kind of been their calling card this year, and it's definitely, you can see if you've been here with us since the start of the game, Spartans really have picked it up here defensively in this second quarter.
We'll see if they can close out the half strong as well. Dublin playing without Cameron Anderson. He was the only player who scored in double figures in the first meeting between these teams, the only Gale to score in double figures in that game. Youngquist over to Morgenstein. He was looking for Youngquist. Balligan, good hustle on defense, gets back down to Youngquist. Youngquist on the floor in the paint, spins around, puts it up, and scores with the foul. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Nice move by Youngquist there. He's a good young player. Got to the middle of the lane, and then he spun and went back to his left hand. He's got Balligan, who's all EBAL defense on him. Here's the move. He knows Balligan will take that away. That's a nice spin move back to his left hand and makes it count.
He converts the 3-point play. He's the one who's getting the start for Anderson, who's out sick, and he cuts the Spartan lead in half. It's a 3-point advantage for De La Salle, and it's about a 5.5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's a lob. Balligan catches underneath, goes up, can't finish, tips it to himself, and he was getting grabbed as he was looking for that second rebound.
Yeah, not a great pass from the top of the key. I mean, Balligan gave him the signal, and if he had put it where he wanted it, it would have been a two-hand flush to bring the house down, and it was just not a great pass.
Patton checks in for Orr, so Patton, Blair, Chelsvig, Monowar, and Balligan on the floor. Blair does the inbounding. Shot clock now off after the foul. And we'll see if the Spartans hold for the last shot. Monowar dribbles out towards midcourt and feeds Blair. Blair's got 7 for the Spartans. Dublin continuing to sit back in their zone, and that allows the Spartans to easily hold up top and wait to attack. We're now in the 5 seconds. Blair leaning in, tough left-hander, can't get the fall, tips for the rebound. There's Balligan underneath, getting the putback. And that takes us to halftime. The Spartans, who are down 8, are now up 5 At the halftime break, it's 25-20 Spartans. You're watching on De La Salle TV.
My name's Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season, and we came back after a big deficit in the first half and won the game. It doesn't get much better than that feeling to come from behind and end up taking over and winning the game. It's pretty good. It's definitely helped me to get where I wanted to be, going to Cal, and definitely helped me with my career and just knowing what you're passionate about, and whatever you're passionate about you can succeed in.
My name's Darren Anderson, and I'm one of the owners of Lemurs GMC. We have been in the community for going on 95 years now. We're one of the oldest businesses in Concord, as well as the Bay Area. I am a De La Salle graduate from 1989, and I have two sons that are there today. We're very proud to be involved in the De La Salle community, and we want to extend an offer to all De La Salle community members to consider Lemurs when they're either buying a new or used car or having service on their GM vehicle.
I see you till I see in the dust.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
Welcome back to De La Salle High School in Concord, the East Bay Athletic League quarterfinals. The Spartans lead Dublin at the break 25-20. Dublin jumped out 8-0. They led 13-8 after the first quarter. Spartans, though, outscore them in the second quarter 17-7 to take this 5-point lead at the half. Spartans led by Alec Blair. He's got 7 points, but also has 7 points off the bench is Zach Arnold tonight. Spartans did not get any bench points when Blair missed the first game between these teams against Dublin on January 21st, but Arnold, 7 big points off the bench, all in that second quarter. 5 for Ibrahim Monowar, 4 for David Balligan, who also has 7 rebounds, and 2 points and 5 rebounds for Chelsvig. Blair, by the way, has 7 points and 6 rebounds. Dublin playing without Cameron Anderson. They've got 6 points from Jaden Jones, 5 for Jordan Morgenstein, 3 from Dylan Youngquist, and 2 each for Ramir Raymore, AJ Knight, and Miles Pollard. Spartans have 4 turnovers, 2 for Dublin. Spartans, though, out-rebounding the Gales 22-10 tonight. Spartans 1 of 4 from the free throw line, Dublin 4 of 5.
And I think when you see Dublin's really missing Cameron Anderson, obviously, the 6'7 junior, the best junior big man in the EBAL, and that's a big pain point for them because he really does. They go to him, and he kind of spear leads their offense. They like to go to him in the high post, and then everything works off from there. He'll then turn and kick out, and as you can already tell by just watching the first half, these guards, if they get an open look, they're much more dangerous. Tonight, without Cameron Anderson to run that into the interior, back out, getting kickouts, it's been a lot tougher for Dublin to get a clean look because, the Spartans are long and athletic, and it's tough to get by them. I thought Bolligan, actually we saw Bolligan hedge at the top of the key and take away a drive, and then we saw him cover and block down on the baseline. So I think the Spartans need to keep this defensive pressure up. You do not want to let a team like this that's got their leader who's sitting on the bench and they're trying to play inspired basketball come into De La Salle and do something and shock the world here. Don't let them hang around. Put them away if you can. Put them away early in this third quarter.
And we'll see if the Spartans can do that. Scales team, it's interesting, with these teams that these are two really good programs. The Spartans are ranked 16th in the state by Cal High Sports. Dublin's ranked 24th in the state. You would expect by those state rankings, these teams wouldn't be the 4th and 5th seeds in the league playoffs, but that's exactly what they are. The winner gets the top seed, San Ramon Valley, tomorrow night. So it's interesting in terms of that, but also, there's a rating system they're going to use for the NCS playoff selections that are going to be announced on Sunday. I mean, the Spartans, looking at their rating, they should be an NCS Open team. Dublin, the Spartans have the number 1 rating in those NCS ratings. They are number 1. San Ramon's 2, Salesian's 3, Dublin is 4th, Liberty's 5th, and Cal's 6th. And then you got Doherty Valley, which is going into tonight slated as the number 1 team in Division 1, but that can change because they're the 2 seed in these playoffs, and they could maybe win a league championship and change those ratings around. But it is interesting in terms of placing a little bit more importance on these games in terms of you want to win as many as you can. I mean, you want to go as deep as you can in these playoffs because they are going to have an effect on those open division seedings, which are going to be announced on Sunday. And who knows what the Spartans need to do to get a home game. I mean, those ratings they don't determine the seeds, but they determine who actually will be the 6 NCS Open Division teams. And you want to keep winning games and playing well so you can get a home game, so you can get a bye in those NCS Open playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. And, going into San Ramon, if you do get the win here tonight, you got your hands full. You got Thomas, you've got, Luke Isaac and the 2 Conley brothers who are just balling right now. I mean, everybody's shooting the ball well from outside for San Ramon. They're probably the most connected team right now, and they've been playing together since they were freshmen and a lot of games, a lot of time playing varsity basketball at a high level. Last year, all of those kids played for a state championship against Bosco in Division 1, and so they're cool customers. Now you got to go into San Ramon where they shoot the ball even better than they do on the road. So it's going to be a war tomorrow night if De La Salle can get past Dublin tonight. Man, is it going to be? It's must-watch TV tomorrow night. And San Ramon's crowd and that whole scene over there, they bring it.
Spartans had a lot of work to do in the final 16 minutes to get to that point. We'll take a timeout, bring it back for the second half. After this, you're watching on De La Salle TV.
Trust the funeral directors at Diablo Valley Funeral Home to help you celebrate your loved one's life. Our staff can plan a variety of services and will assist your family no matter your budget, culture, or religion. We serve Concord and the surrounding area with compassion, dignity, and respect, providing full funeral services, cremation, pre-planning, live streaming, digital arrangements, domestic and international shipping. Diablo Valley Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1949. Proud sponsor of De La Salle High School.
Spartans lead at 25-20 as we go to the third quarter. They outscored Dublin 17-7 in the second quarter. Really turned it on the defensive end of the floor. That led to some easy buckets on the offensive end. And we'll see if they can play well here in the final 16 minutes so they can get a date with San Ramon Valley on Love Lane tomorrow night.
Yeah, and if you're an old De La Salle hooper, you know that getting a chance to come up on the other end, and we get to close the deal on this end of the floor if we get a chance. So this is a really nice shooting rim down here. Great backdrop. Spartans need to get some outside shots to fall here in this second half. Get some threes to go if we can.
Patton, Blair, Chelsvig, Balligan, Monowar, same 5 starters for the Spartans, still working against that Dublin zone as Blair catches, drives right of the lane, pulls up for the jumper, misses it. Chelsvig battling for that rebound, keeps it alive as Patton grabs it. Spartans dominated the boards in the first half. Here's Blair working underneath and scoring.
Man, that's bully ball down there. That's 6'7" and lightning quick coming at you at full speed.
The other way, Youngquist catches, tries to score over Balligan, can't do it. Balligan grabs the rebound. An official blows the whistle saying that
yeah, he doesn't want him down on the floor.
The Spartan students got to be up in the bleachers as...
Congratulations to the Spartan fans. They're causing some problems for once this year.
Good numbers for the student section tonight, much better than what we've seen throughout the course of this season.
We just need the cheerleaders and the band and we'll be all set.
Blair on the high right, swinging over to Monowar. Hard pass for Patton through his hands and out of bounds. Blair kind of said, my fault. He kind of threw a fastball there to Patton from close range.
You don't need to do that.
He knows it. So here's the handoff for Dublin going to Morgenstein. Morgenstein scored 5 early points. Quiet since. Spartans working with their biggest advantage of the night. Youngquist. Foul line extended. Morgenstein against Patton. 12 to shoot for the Gales. This is A.J. Knight spinning around the paint. Passes off to Jones. And then Youngquist saves it through out of bounds, but only 4 seconds on the shot clock for the Gales.
Good defense by the Spartans. They're really causing problems right now. Dublin's not able to get a clean look.
Gales got to shoot quickly here. Inbounds, knocked away by Blair, grabbed back by Jones. Jones kicks it outside for a Knight 3, and A.J. Knight misses it. The putback, though, was there by Youngquist. He does a good job mixing it up inside to get that putback and a much-needed bucket for the Gales. Quickly ahead to Chelsvig on the baseline for the Spartans. He'll swing it to Monowar. Monowar on the drive, spinning around in the paint. Tough fadeaway jumper. Looked like it was partially blocked by Knight. Loose ball grabbed by Jones. This is Pollard off the dribble, taking it into the paint, and he got grabbed.
Yeah, Pollard likes to do this. He will force pace and force tempo, and he's got great handles. He's 6'2", so he's not small, and he's physical.
Pollard gets it back, feeds Morgenstein. Morgenstein trips and falls, and that's going to be another foul against the Spartans. It'll go against Patton. Not a lot of fouls called in the first half of this game. Spartans get 2 here in the first minute 47 of the third.
Dublin's trying to be more aggressive going to the rim. That's how they're getting these fouls called.
Inbounds goes to Jones. Here's Pollard catching on the high right. Knight against Chelsvig.
You don't want to have Knight attack. Chelsvig's got to back off a little there.
Knight along the baseline, runs into traffic. Youngquist thought about taking a jumper. Nice pump fake. Misses the shot inside. The loose ball rebound, though, put in by Jaden Jones.
Nice move by Jones.
So the Gales have 4 unanswered points, and they're within 3. It's 27-24 Spartans.
Kind of playing a 1-3-1.
Blair just beyond the elbow. Youngquist the rebound. And it's actually going to be Balligan tying him up on the jump ball. We'll keep the possession with Dublin.
Yeah, that's anybody's worst nightmare. If Balligan comes and grabs the ball while you're holding it, you're not going to get that ball away from him.
Spartans have done very well on the glass tonight. Up by 3. Morgenstein, the long three, in and out. Blair and Chelsvig share the rebound. Blair pushes. Blair all the way to the rim, the other end, and scores off the layup.
Yeah, you're not going to see that in high school basketball very often. That is high-level hoops right there.
The only player in double figures after that bucket, and a timeout, or actually a foul on the Spartans, their third of the period, second on Patton.
Yeah, I don't know if we like that call. Watch it here. He's coming down. I don't know if he gets him with the high part of the body, but he does. Wow, I don't know.
Blair's got 11. The Spartans are in front by 5. Right side catching is Jones, who moves to his left, misses the long-range shot. Patton grabs the rebound. Patton catches into the corner. These teams meeting in the league playoffs for the second straight year. Spartans beat Dublin last year in the league semis. Trying to get to the semis tonight. Blair made 1-3 earlier, tries to attack off the dribble, and he got fouled on the reach.
Yeah, Dublin's letting Blair have that three if he wants it.
Aiden Lee, a 6-foot junior, is going to check in for Dublin for the first time. He checks in for Pollard. New shot clock for the Spartans after the foul.
Mulligan should be able to go to work down here.
Patton catches far side. Gets it back, swings it around to Monowar. Now Chelsvig, foul line, goes right to the rim and gets it to fall.
I like that action right there. We were talking about that at halftime, Pat. Chelsvig gets the ball at the high post, turn, and be aggressive.
4 points and 5 rebounds for Chelsvig. Spartans in front by 7. Here's Lee catching. Lee pulls up for the jumper right off the bench. Can't get the fall. Balligan has the rebound, his 9th. Balligan did not have a field goal in the game against Cal. Much different story thus far tonight as Blair in front of the Spartan bench tries to get that pass. And Coach Marcus Schroeder calls the timeout to preserve the possession. We will keep it right here. If the Spartans in front by 7, they led by 5 at the half.
Yeah, Dublin has actually kind of picked up the pace, and you realize they're at halftime. I think Coach was saying, "Hey, look, guys, we got nothing to lose here. If you get an open look, let it fly." You know, they're being aggressive, and then if you don't get it, they're running a lot of back cut action, both from the corners and the top. And so I think they're going to remain very, very aggressive. All the kids for Dublin can shoot the basketball, so they're going to live and die with trying to be super aggressive when they come down on these offensive sets.
Spartans looking for another win at home. They're 15-1 on their home floor this year. That only loss was in the MLK Classic to Sunny Slope, Arizona. And of course, they played that game without Blair. Blair leading the team in scoring, leading everybody tonight with 11 to go along with 7 rebounds.
I feel like our guards can get some action at the top of the key here if they want it. They can drive on this pump fake and go.
Swing it around Chelsvig. Here's Blair. Blair, 2 Gales around him as he catches. Monowar straight away. 5 to shoot. Monowar's got a fire here. Gets to the Patton in the corner for a 3. That's blocked. And the shot clock will expire as it goes out of bounds. Good defense by the Dublin Gales.
Yeah, I think whoever ends up at the top of the key needs to maybe try to drive and force this zone to really actually play some tough D at the top of the key.
Youngquist, nice feed and going to the basket on the cut. Jaden Jones, he's in double figures with 10.
Yeah, they're going to keep running that cut action.
Here's Monowar on the drive at the other end. Monowar showing good aggressiveness tonight. Drew the foul against the Gales. It goes against Raymore.
Yeah. Coach for Dublin is not happy with that call. That was he felt that was a bailout call.
So Monowar, 1 of 2 from the line, looking for his first points of the second half. And he connects.
Yeah, I'm going to reiterate that Spartans have to be careful here because they're going to run this back cut action, and Spartans got to play the level of defense they did in that second quarter. They seem like they're down a notch right now as far as their defensive effort.
Dublin brings in A.J. Knight for Youngquist. Balligan checks out for the Spartans. Zach Arnold in his place. Arnold 7 off the bench in the first half. Monowar makes both free throws after missing his first foul shot of the night. He's made 3 straight. Brady Orr checks in for Patton. Yeah. Spartans in front by 7.
Coach Schroeder using the bench here tonight a little more aggressively, getting a little more run for the Spartans, keeping some fresh legs on the floor.
Aiden Lee handles a junior for Dublin against the other junior, Ibrahim Monowar. Left side, it goes to Morgenstein. Morgenstein, nice pass. The Knight in the lane. They find Raymore. Raymore left it short, but a whistle on the shot. And a foul against the Spartans, their 4th of this period. Goes against Chelsvik.
If you watch Chelsvik here, they're going to call it on him.
Wow.
Oh, maybe it was on Arnold, but I just don't see the foul.
First free throw misses by Knight. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Miles Pollard, a short rest, comes back in for Lee. Second free throw is good. So the Gales down 6. They were down 5 at the half. Spartan basketball. Blair catches, steps into that zone, feeds it Monowar. Blair drives, goes up with the left hand and scores a tough shot off the window.
That's just next level hoops right there.
He's got 13, 6 in the quarter. Spartans lead by 8. Morgenstein steps inside the elbow, kicks it up top.
Work together, play defense together.
Here's A.J. Knight on the drive and the finish. Nicely done as he gets past Arnold. And now Knight is really hurt.
Yeah, he's holding his knee, unfortunately. I don't know if he just banged it, hopefully, and didn't twist it.
Dublin already without Cameron Anderson tonight. He's sick.
Oh, good. He got up. I think
a few other Gales are sick as well as Knight gets up and is on his feet.
Man, sometimes when you go down, if you can go down right on a knee or it kind of looks like he's testing his knee there.
His right one. Trainer Doug Bauman will attend to him, make sure he's okay.
What I was saying at the top there, these guards are going to continue to be aggressive, and Arnold got trapped there with a really quick guard. You got to help. If you're Monowar right there, you got to hedge in there and give him some help.
Dublin getting a little bit of a flow to them here in this third quarter on the offensive end.
And this is that 1-2-2 they like to do. See if they can turn you over in the half court. If you make a mistake coming over the half court, they will trap you here. Spartans historically have handled this pretty well. San Ramon handled this with spreading out the 2 guards wide apart right here.
Spartans get it across to Orr. Easily break the pressure. Orr handles up top. Blair on the high left near the Spartan bench. He goes the other side to Monowar. Monowar trying to split a couple of defenders in that zone. Instead feeds it Blair up top. Blair hangs in the air. Can't get it to fall. There's Chelsvik again. Mixing it up inside. He'll get free throws.
Yeah, and I think Coach Schroeder likes that action right there. They moved Blair around. Here's the replay. He goes to the pump fake, gets in there and elevates. And then Chelsvik is down there for the finish.
Chelsvik, 6.7 points, 5.2 rebounds per game this season. He misses the first free throw, 61% foul shooter on the year.
And when the Spartans get Alec Blair in that action where he pump fakes and gets to that middle of that key, that's where they're at their best, really.
Chelsvik makes 1 of 2. He's got 5 points. And the Spartans are up 7 again. Jaden Jones against Blair. Here's Raymore. Raymore on the drive and the finish with the foul. And Dublin again getting to the foul line.
They might have to rethink that matchup right there because it's a really, really fast guard there. I know Arnold plays really good defense, but the foot speed is tough to defend right there. Either way now, he's gone to the right side and the left.
And the air ball is a free throw, and he's a good player, Raymore, but not really a big-time shooter. So if you have to play a little off him, you should. Just make sure not to give away that penetration, which he can be very good at. So the Spartan lead at 5. Over a minute to go in the third. Here's Blair leaning in again and getting it to fall. Another tough shot for Blair.
And he got fouled too, and he was yelling about it.
He's got 15. From straight away, Jones connects on the outside shot, the 2-point goal. He's got a dozen points.
And they run that action nicely, the two guards there.
Orr in the left side. Nice feed down to Arnold from Blair. What a look, and Arnold to finish with the foul. Zach Arnold a chance to get into double figures.
Yeah, Coach Schroeder loves this. What a dime this is. Here's the replay. No look, just, and then Arnold comes to the other side. Was there something called there, Pat?
No, I think it was a foul. But yeah, I know there seemed like there was a little bit of a
I just heard another whistle there.
question. One free throw here for Arnold. And he's got 10. So I said his scoring stepping it up here a little bit, averaging about 6 points a game over the last 3. And he's got 10 off the bench, and the Spartan lead is at 8. They were down 8 early. Here's Youngquist catching on the block against Chelsvig. Tries to throw it up top and threw it away. And Monowar tipped it before it went out of bounds. Monowar wasn't sure whether to grab it or let it go, and it ended up hitting his hand.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, Monowar's off to the races there. We had numbers. Blair was with them. That was going to be a dunk fest. Too bad we couldn't get that ball there.
Dublin can hold for the last shot here. They were up 5 after the first quarter, down 5 at the half. Now down 8. This is Pollard to his left. Pollard on the drive. Swatted out of there by Monowar.
Yeah, don't bring that in here. Monowar, great defense.
And they're going to put time on the clock. The buzzer sounded there, but they're going to put 1.2 on the clock.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Marcus Schroeder is saying there should not be time.
I think you got to hand it to Monowar right now. He's playing Pollard, one of the other best guards in the league. The two of them are two of the best guards in the league, and they're doing a great job. Monowar's playing great defense tonight on Pollard.
Catching off the inbounds, Jones fading away, misses the shot, and at the end of 3 quarters, the Spartans are up 8. You're watching East Bay Athletic League quarterfinals on De La Salle TV, brought to you in part by Epic Insurance Brokers and Consultants. It's the Spartans up 8.
Navigating the business world is fraught with dangers. As your guide, Armanino provides the insights, clarity, and strategy you need to succeed. You won't just win today, you'll redefine the game. Armanino. Possible. Redefined.
East Bay Athletic League playoffs, Dublin huddling up before this final quarter. As you see, they're having their 15th consecutive winning season. It's been a great ride under head coach Tom Costello. They've won the EBAL playoff title 2 times, 2017 and 2020. They've also made it 4 times to the finals the final game. This is the 8th year of the EBAL playoffs. Both of these programs have made it to the semis 6 times in the 7 previous years, but only one of these teams, of course, is going to get there after tonight.
You and I got to spend some time with Coach Costello last year. What a great guy. Loves basketball. His son played for him for the last 4 years. I think he's gone now, but Coach Costello is one of the best coaches in the EBAL. Great guy.
Alec Blair, high right side for the Spartans. Yeah, Dublin hasn't won NCS or CIF title, but it's going to happen eventually, you think, as Orr in the corner fires a 3, and the rebound goes to Knight. Dublin has been one of the top programs in the NCS for years under Coach Costello, and it's the case again this year as they come in ranked 24th in the entire state by Cal High Sports. Spartans are ranked 16th. Spartans ranked 19th in the state by Scorebook Live. 8-point game as we begin the 4th quarter. Dublin's first possession of the final period. Pollard leans in, can't score over Monowar, grabbed his own rebound, missed again, but there's Youngquist again inside his second putback of the night.
Yeah, and Chelsvik is, I think, guarding Youngquist, and he's got to box him out. I mean, he's got a bunch of weight on him. He should be able to push him around, but Youngquist is tough. I mean, you can tell he's a high IQ basketball player, knows where the ball's going to go coming off the rim, and he's kind of like right Johnny on the spot all the time.
He got the start tonight for the sick Cameron Anderson. Misses the free throw here. Monowar's got the rebound. Spartans have done well on the glass tonight. They lead it by 6. Plenty of time to go with 7 minutes remaining. Blair having a big night, the leading scorer in this game. Kicks it out, Patton, corner 3. That's off the mark. The deflected rebound goes out to Monowar. Arnold and Chelsvik did a good job keeping it alive. Spartans have made 2 threes tonight after not making any against Cal on Friday. Here's Blair, all off the dribble to the rim and the finish.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? My God.
Made it look easy. 10 of his 17 in the second half. Pollard trying to answer at the other end. The tip also no good. Chelsvik clears it.
Wow. That is fun to watch.
Blair been so good all 4 years here at De La Salle, and his scoring has even upticked even more here in the recent games. He's scored 20 or more points 6 straight games. He needs 3 more tonight to reach that 20-point mark. Down low, Chelsvik catches and finishes on the feed from Arnold.
Yeah, way to go, Chelsvik. I love how he used his body there. He felt the pressure from behind, boxed him out, got the ball, and immediately was aggressive, got to the rim. Way to go.
Spartans have their biggest lead of the night. It's in double figures at 10. Pollard on the drive. Outside, he finds Knight for a 3. Chelsvik tries to grab the rebound. Youngquist, though, pulls it away.
Yeah, Youngquist, he's a problem over there.
He's got some length. Here's a drive by Knight, and a foul on the Spartans.
I think it's going to be on Arnold. We'll see. Yeah, it is. Good drive there. You know, that's what Dublin does, right? A lot of their guards, this is what they do. They see just a sliver of light, and they're going to take it.
Second foul on Arnold. Knight going to the line again. He's 3 of 4 from the line tonight as he misses the first.
Yeah, you got to make your free throws. I think we've all learned that watching playoff basketball. If you are really good from the free throw line, you end up getting a W a lot.
Ball again back in for Chelsvik. Dublin has missed 4 free throws here in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Schroeder's happy with Chelsvik.
So Knight makes 1 of 2. It's a 9-point Spartan lead. The winner gets San Ramon Valley on the road. The winner is on the road tomorrow night. Dublin playing for the second straight night after a 14-point win against Foothill last night. Here's a pass down off a deflection to Balligan, and Balligan's got the finish inside his first points of the second half.
That was a dime.
Another good pass by Blair, who's done everything tonight. On the drive at the other end, the missed shot by Coley. Loose ball tipped around off of Arnold's face. It goes to Patton. Here's Blair pushing. Jeez. Blair again, hanging in the air, can't finish. Loose ball rebound. Balligan finds it. A new set offensively for the Spartans. 5 minutes ago, up by 11.
I thought Blair got fouled there. Blair's handles are just filthy. I mean, he can handle the rock at a next level, man.
He makes everyone play at his pace. Such good body control on his drives. He catches up top here. 8 to shoot for the Spartans. Blair pulls the ball low, gets it back from Pollard. Got fouled there, no call, spins around, puts it up, can't finish. Youngquist the rebound, Youngquist the outlet. This is Jaden Jones trying to finish the other end. He can't do so. Patton clears it.
Great D by the Spartans.
And a timeout by Marcus Schroeder with the Spartans in front by 11. Less than 4.5 minutes to go in this East Bay Athletic League quarterfinal. We'll take a timeout. We're back after this here on De La Salle TV.
Mortgage solutions designed for the Bay Area and beyond. NewFi is a national mortgage lender owned and operated by a DLS alumnus. Learn more by visiting us at newfi.com today. Go Spartans!
I've onboarded 100,000 people and seen firsthand how culture change saves millions and drives innovation. Our purpose? Helping organizations thrive by unlocking their talent's full potential. Uncommon potential, extraordinary results.
He was awesome.
De La Salle leads by 11, 4:24 to go. They are on top of the Dublin Gales, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Spartans trailed by 8 early. They're down 8-0 to start, but up 5 at the half, up 8 entering the fourth, and now an 11-point margin.
I love how Coach Schroeder will walk out after he breaks the huddle, and he'll stay in the ear of a few of his players, giving them those last few instructions.
He's got all 5 of his starters out there right now. As Blair dribbles up top, Dublin's going to have to come out of their zone here to apply a little pressure on the ball, or else the Spartans can take a lot of air out of the ball here with this lead. 15 to shoot. Blair, Haynes in the air, finds Ballgan, a corner 3 off the mark. Chelsvig tries to grab the rebound. Ballgan hustles after it. The loose ball tipped all the way to backcourt where it's grabbed by Monowar, and Monowar has it knocked out of his hands.
God, Ballgan came from, I don't know where he came from. He came from the deep corner and got to that ball. That was unbelievable. I agree with you, Pat. Spartans might be trying to take a little air out of the ball here.
Looks like Dublin more matching up man here as Blair got fouled, and Blair cannot believe the call, and he was very upset. Wanted to make sure he didn't get a technical there, but I think he's a little frustrated. There's been a few fouls that haven't been called and haven't gone his way tonight.
I don't see where he made the foul there. He's calling the towel guy to get out there.
A wet spot on the floor at midcourt. One of our white coats, Michael McKay, class of 1994. Here to clean it up.
Is there any stat you don't have?
That's my classmate.
Okay, there we go.
So Spartans up 11, Dublin basketball. We're past the midway point of the fourth quarter. Pollard on the right side finding Morgenstein. Jaden Jones. Jones steps back, tough 3, blocked by Blair, and Ballgan grabs the loose rebound. Grabs the air ball, I should say. Or maybe not an air, but Blair did get a piece of it. Monowar handles it up top for the Spartans. Monowar steps into the paint. He's done a good job being aggressive tonight, and Marcus Schroeder calls another timeout.
Oh, they're pushing each other right here. Better watch the extracurricular activity here. Obviously, very competitive when you're playing this sport. This is probably one of the most competitive sports because you do have a lot of physical activity, and there's a lot of chatter usually that we don't hear.
Well, it's also a lot of intensity out there. I mean, both these teams are top 25 teams in the state. They have high expectations. And like I said, it's not your normal. This league is so good. And particularly this year, when you got these teams as the 4 and 5 seeds in this league, where, you know, in many other leagues, they'd be at the top of the conference, and it's single game round robin against all the league has these teams in this spot. Spartans 7-2 in the league, Dublin 6-3 in conference. The winner gets the top seed San Ramon Valley tomorrow night.
You know, and out of the EBAL, you're going to get open and Division I teams that are going to fill some of these spots.
Here's Balgan catching off the inbounds, feeding it to Blair. Blair off the dribble of 10 to shoot. Nice move. Nice pump fake. Goes up. Draws the contact. So Blair goes back to the free throw line. He missed his first 2 tonight back in the first quarter.
And that call was made from back here at half court, which was interesting.
And Blair connects on the free throw.
Blair's
He's got 18 tonight.
Yeah, sorry. Blair's got such a nice rhythm. You watch the ball. It's got nice backspin to it. When he uses his feet really well.
Balgan catches a second miss and goes up and scores.
My God. That's bully ball right there.
8 points, 12 rebounds for Balgan tonight. The Spartans have their largest lead. Youngquist looking in the back door. Instead, he found Patton. Third turnover of the night for the Gales.
Yeah, without Anderson, Dublin's having trouble. They don't have the franchise at the top of the key.
Knight all over Blair here.
Jeez. I don't think Blair's going to send him a Christmas card. Does not like some of the calls he got tonight. I mean, he's moving around.
The guy kept hand checking, basically hitting Blair's midsection. Ramir Raymore back in. Gale basketball. Here's Miles Pollard on the drive, and he drew the contact and is heading to the line.
I'm surprised Miles Pollard hasn't tried to be more aggressive. I mean, he's their number one option, in my opinion. When I watched him play at San Ramon, man, he had a nice game. And, I mean, hand it to the Spartans. They've done a nice job kind of boxing him up tonight. But he's got the game to really cause problems, and he just hasn't been as aggressive as I thought he would, especially when I found out Anderson wasn't going to play.
Yeah, he scored a bucket early on, and that free throw was his first point since. As the Gales, for the first time, bring in Cooper Chu, a 5'11 senior. He checks into the game for Jones.
Yeah, one of the Spartans, we talked about their defense. Monowar and Patton for guards can lock you up, so hand it to the Spartan guards tonight.
Second free throw misses, and Blair's there for his 8th rebound. Blair needing 2 more points to score 20 for the 7th consecutive game. Here's Patton catching. He'll swing it back up top to Monowar. Chelsvig back to Blair, 16 to shoot. We're inside the final 2 minutes of the game. Blair getting grabbed and hit a few different times on his way towards the basket. And they say it's a foul on the floor, so the Spartans will inbound with a new shot clock. And goes to Monowar for the 3. No, Blair another rebound. He missed the jam inside. Ball again, I should say.
Jeez. That would have brought the house down.
And a foul on the Spartans. And this Dublin's now in the bonus, so they're going to get a couple free throws here.
Yeah, I think the Spartans have this pretty much, well, I guess we can't ever say pretty much wrapped up, but might be getting Blair out of the game here.
Chu makes the first. Brady Orr's coming into the game for Monowar. Pollard's taking his seat for Dublin. Aiden Lee in. And Chu makes them both. Dublin applying pressure on the inbounds, down 11. Spartans looking to win and play at San Ramon Valley tomorrow night. They beat San Ramon Valley earlier this year, but that was here. And Pollard in trouble there in midcourt, the trap, and Schroeder calling a timeout.
And you got to dribble the basketball. You got to get out of that situation. You cannot hold the ball there. You're going to get a 5 count, and I think that's why Coach Schroeder decided, I'm going to take a timeout.
Full timeout here. We'll take a break with them. You're watching Spartan basketball on De La Salle TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You wouldn't put somebody in a baseball game if they don't know how to throw, right? So why do we put kids in a car before they know how to drive? We want to teach them that foundational skill of how to drive that vehicle, how to understand everything that's going on around them, and what they need to be paying attention to before they get out on the road. So we're all about a safe start and building better, safer drivers.
Spartans in front by 11. De La Salle's got the basketball. 1:28 to go in the East Bay Athletic League quarterfinal. Spartans trying to go to the semifinals of this league tournament. This is the 8th year of the EBAL playoffs, and the Spartans have been to the semis in 6 of the previous 7 years.
Yeah, they didn't want to foul that guy. I guess they can still because there's still 3 fouls. But.
Yeah, they got one more foul to give, does Dublin, before they put the Spartans at the foul line. Monowar in the backcourt. Monowar tried to pass off to Balligan, and it was deflected out. The ball went right to the dean here, Bob Gould. The inbounds from Blair. Balligan catches, and another foul. So the next one will put the Spartans at the line.
David Balligan, in crunch time, he will hit free throws on you.
The inbounds from Blair. Gets it back from Balligan. And Dublin will foul, and it's going to be Monowar who's going to be the beneficiary, and he's going to go to the line again. One thing that is at stake, these teams, as I mentioned, they played 14 times since the Spartans went, or actually since Dublin went into the East Bay Athletic League in 2017. And in those 14 meetings, 13 of them have been decided by single figures. The only one that wasn't was an overtime game. And the Spartans a chance to win by double figures tonight, right now up 11, as Monowar misses the first.
And just so you know, all you guys listening out there, Pat has an AI algorithm that he can plug stuff in. Half of it stays in his brain 24 hours a day. The other half, he's put this simulation together at home, and he compiles all of this and is able to just spit unbelievable stats at us all game long. So
the last 4 games between these programs have been decided by 4 points or less, as Monowar makes 1 and 2.
Oh, that was a carry.
Gale basketball. This is Chu driving and kicking outside. Morgenstein got fouled by Patton, and that's going to put him at the line.
So if the Spartans can hold on here, 52 seconds left, tomorrow night going into the Wolf Den, trying to take on the Marshall and some of the Irish Street Fighter and Crunch Time and all these guys. My God, they're tough. So it's going to, hopefully our Spartans that are listening out there tonight, get on game time early, get your tickets, see if we can make some noise over there tomorrow night. Spartans are going to need all the help they can get, because it is a rowdy place to go play a game.
Morgenstein makes both free throws. He's got 7. Yeah, San Valley, very good team. And they're good everywhere, but particularly in the offensive end. They've got a lot of guys who could put the ball in the bucket. And going to be a challenge for the Spartans. The Spartans have broken 50 tonight. And I mention that because they are 21-8 1 this year when they score 50 or more. 4 of their 5 losses have been when they've been held under 50 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, when San Ramon right now, they're super connected right now, and they kind of drive and kick out. Everybody's stroking it from 3, especially there at home. Elliot Conley against Dublin was en fuego. I mean, he didn't miss from outside, and then if you let him get a breakaway, he brings the house down. He floats for about a half hour, and then he flushes it on you.
Patton makes 1 of 2 free throws. Spartans won the first meeting with San Ramon Valley. That was here. That was about a month ago. And there's a steal by Patton. Patton goes coast to coast and finishes the layup. And the Spartans increase their lead to 13. The final seconds of this game, pull up 3 by Aiden Lee, and the rebound to Blair. We'll see if Dublin fouls here. The shot clock is off. Dublin bench saying no foul. So we'll see where Dublin gets seated in the playoffs, if they stay in the open or if they drop down to the NCS Division 1. Hopefully they'll have their full team back when we get to the postseason. As for the Spartans, an impressive 54-41 win. They defeat the Gales and they move into the semifinals of the East Bay Athletic League playoffs for the 7th time in the 8-year history of this league playoff tournament, as the teams shake hands at the conclusion. We'll take a timeout. We'll bring it back. Hopefully an interview to bring to you here. You're watching De La Salle TV, presented in part by NewFi Lending.
My name's Luke Freeman, and we are the GMC truck supplier for DLS Athletics. And I graduated in 2018 from De La Salle, where I played football and rugby. Best victory was probably against St. John's. It was the first game of my senior season, and we came back after a big deficit in the first half and won the game. It doesn't get much better than that feeling to come from behind and end up taking over and winning the game. It's pretty good. It's definitely helped me to get where I wanted to be, going to Cal, and definitely helped me with my career and just knowing what you're passionate about, and whatever you're passionate about you can succeed in.
My name's Darren Anderson, and I'm one of the owners of Lemurs GMC. We have been in the community for going on 95 years now. We're one of the oldest businesses in Concord, as well as the Bay Area. I am a De La Salle graduate from 1989, and I have 2 sons that are there today. We're very proud to be involved in the De La Salle community, and we want to extend an offer to all De La Salle community members to consider Lemurs when they're either buying a new or used car or having service on their GM vehicle.
I see you till I in the dust.
Welcome back here on De La Salle TV. As you see, I've got Alec Blair with me. Blair, 18 points tonight, 9 rebounds unofficially. You also have some assists. I don't keep track of those, Alec, but you had some nice ones tonight. I mean, talk about how you guys felt you came out tonight. I mean, as far as what you guys were able to do well and to come out with a win this evening.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we just came out. We were very aggressive from the start, from opening tip, and I think we just played great. To be honest, we were competitive. We were talking on defense. Hands were up. I think we talked a little more, but overall, I thought it was a great performance. Our defense was good, and we made some shots. So, we played well tonight.
You mentioned the defense. When you guys were down after the first quarter into the second quarter, it seemed like it was the defense that really helped spark you guys and spark you on the offensive end.
For sure, yeah. I mean, defense wins championships, right? You hear it all the time. I think Jalen Hurts just said that the other night. So, Coach has been, really praising Jalen Hurts recently. So, Boomer Sooner, shout out to him. So, defense wins championships. So we're talking on D, like I said, hands were up, and offensively, we know our shots are going to fall. So defense has to be great every night. The only way you can win is if you score more than the other team. So if you don't let the other team score, you have a pretty good chance of winning. So we did that tonight.
Of course, you're the program's all-time leading scorer now. You did that last week in the win against Granada. You passed Joe C., a legend here at De La Salle as well. I mean, talk about what that means to you as far as being the program's all-time leading scorer, because we've had some great players come through this program that have done great things in the NBA as well, and college ranks. What does that mean to you?
it means a lot. It's about damn time. I was hoping I'd do it a little sooner, but you know me, I always wait till the last moment. So it means a lot. I mean, like you said, there's been so many great players who've come through this program, and to be included on that list and to be number one in scoring is awesome. But more importantly, it's about winning state championships. So hopefully I can get that done this year.
For sure. And you're kind of in playoff time right now. Of course, we got NCS next week. Tomorrow night, you got San Ramon Valley. I mean, that's going to be a playoff-like atmosphere for sure tomorrow night. What do you think you guys need to do against the Wolves to come out with a win tomorrow?
Just be us, honestly. That's it. I think we're the best team around here, 100%. Even when we're off, our defense has to carry over. Our defense has to travel with us. So they're a good offensive team. Talk on defense, hands up. Stop their. I mean, they have 5 players who can score. So just really, try to limit their threes. They're a good three-point shooting team. And offensively, just like I said, do what we do. So we're good on offense. I think we're good on defense. Composure, that's another big deal. Like you said, the environment's going to be a playoff environment. So, I'm looking forward to it. I like our chances, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, you guys have played some top caliber programs this year. You've played out of the state. You've played teams from out of the state and so forth. You played back-to-backs. You played 3 days in a row. This is going to be a second of a back-to-back. It feels like you guys certainly feel like you're battle-tested.
Absolutely, yeah. No, we played some good teams this year for sure. We were down in Arizona, played Duncanville, Harvard-Westlake, Chaminade, who are 3 fantastic programs. And I think Duncanville has had, I don't know how many NBA guys they've had, but they've had a lot. So they're a great team, and we beat them. So I see no reason why we shouldn't win NorCal for sure. So yeah.
All right. Well, good luck tomorrow night. Good luck the rest of these league playoffs and the NCS next week.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
God bless you.
Great job, Alec Blair. Awesome. Congratulations to him. Another terrific night for the Spartans. He finishes with 18 to go along with his 9 rebounds this evening. As I said, we didn't keep track of assists, but he had his share of those as well. Also in the scoring department for the Spartans, their second leading scorer tonight, Zach Arnold, off the bench, finishing with 10. 8 points for David Balligan. He also had 13 rebounds, 8 for Ibrahim Monawar, 7 for Braddock Chelsvig, who also had 7 rebounds, and 3 points for Bryce Patton. As for Dublin, they were paced by Jaden Jones, 12 points, playing without Cameron Anderson tonight. The Gales also got 7 points from Dylan Youngquist. He had 7 rebounds as well. Jordan Morgenstein had 7, 8 for Ramiro Raymore, 6 for A.J. Knight, 3 for Miles Pollard, and 2 for Cooper Chu. Spartans, terrific job on the glass tonight. I should have asked Alec about that, but they did well on the glass after getting out-rebounded against Cal on Friday. They out-rebound Dublin unofficially tonight, 40-21. Spartans had 8 turnovers, 4 for the Gales. Spartans 8 of 15 from the foul line. Dublin 11 of 16. The Gales, they fall to 23-5. If they're going to drop down to NCS Division I, that is going to be a very, very tough Division I team. We'll see if they're in the open division come Sunday. They've had a terrific year even with these losses here in league in this tough conference, and we'll see how it all shakes out the rest of this week. Dublin, though, they fall to 23-5. That's their record heading into the North Coast Section playoffs next week. Spartans improved to 23-5, and they've got a huge game at San Ramon Valley tomorrow night in the league semifinals. Thanks to Tim Banks, our director and cameraman. Thanks to Stephen Shea, my partner tonight. Thanks to our post-game guest, Alec Blair. The Spartans, they defeat Dublin tonight by the final score of 54-45, and they win this one tonight over Dublin. Have a good night, everyone.